Every single season, I try my hardest to switch over my wardrobe right before the temperature change. Now, this is probably the longest I have ever let this go. It is honestly, it is the beginning of July, and we are about to get into some serious summer temperatures. I am newly postpartum, and the fact that I gave birth in April has really, stalled the wardrobe switchover. There have been some other things that have taken emphasis in the whole life calendar. So hello, if you are new here, my name is Amanda. I love to cover lifestyle, style, travel whenever I can. And we are very much diving into switching over the wardrobe, decluttering some things, and talking about my top tips along the way if you are also doing the same thing. So the very first tip we're gonna cover before I dive into taking things out of my wardrobe is to set your intention. So whether that intention is to make sure it's things in your wardrobe that feel good, that fit your body here and now, because that's something I definitely wanna focus on in this season of life specifically. I wanna have things that I know I will fit into eventually or are fitting me right now, but also, of course, the seasonal change of fall, winter to spring, summer. So setting your intention really gives you that directive of how you are going to be decluttering specifically and how you're gonna be setting up that wardrobe. Because also on the other side of things, it doesn't have to be something as deep as a true personal big change like having a child. It could honestly be something like, I feel like my personal style has shifted, and I may be the triple threat trifecta in that mix because all of the three are going together. And if you are new here, you may not know, I love to follow the style words of elegant, timeless, classic, and joyful. And if you've never heard of the three words, I know that's four. If you've never heard of the three words, I will link that video up above. It's basically a method to really discover your personal style. But today I'm gonna use it in the back of my mind while I'm taking things out of my wardrobe. I'm gonna be really critical about this last season of, did I wear that? Did I not wear that? With also giving myself the softness of course, I wasn't wearing some things when I was in late second, third trimester because they simply wouldn't fit. And we are gonna do our best just to do the switchover today. And in a future video, I'm gonna take you through more of my decluttering process. So let's dive in because we have 2 hours and we have to make the most of it. One of the things I highly recommend doing before doing your wardrobe switchover is doing all of your laundry. You wanna be able to have every single thing that potentially will go in a bucket or come out of a bucket, or to have everything ready for you when you are ready to wear it. I love ironing and steaming all of my clothes as I'm putting them back in the wardrobe, because then I know when I'm ready to grab for them, they're gonna be ready for me. Showing you the realness of how this wardrobe is looking. It is a bit of a higgledy-piggledy mess, especially there. But I have like my wintry wardrobe, New Year's vibey stuff that is taking up so much room currently in the wardrobe. So that needs to switch over. And then also I am a very lucky lady in that I have 2 wardrobes. This is for my longer stuff, coats and dresses, because I am a dress lover. And on that note, I actually just got 2 new pieces in. So while I am taking everything out, I'll meet you back on the other side with B-roll of me taking out everything, because the next step is to start small and to go section by section, especially when you can't have the ability to take everything out because you don't have that much time. I'm gonna throw over to 2 new things that I got in my wardrobe and see what you think of them. And then I'll meet you on the other side with doing this declutter, because it's always nice to make space and add some new little bits for the season ahead as well. So this is the first dress added to the wardrobe. And when I tell you, this is possibly one of the best dresses I have ever put on in my life. Holy crow, I couldn't have designed this better myself. And the sun is just absolutely shining, making it difficult to show you a white dress when it's overexposed in the sun. But look at how beautifully cut this dress is. And I'm not even feeling myself right now. Like, I'm really not feeling myself yet. I'm postpartum, 2 months postpartum, and it's hugging me so perfectly at this part in my waist, but then kind of hiding the part that I'm feeling self-conscious about, that I think that a lot of us feel self-conscious about. The fabric is just sensational. Absolutely sensational. I can tell that after this has been ironed, it will stay looking gorgeous. Now it's literally come straight out of the bag. It is there, and DHL did repackage it, so it has been through the ringer, But this is truly just one of the most gorgeous dresses, and that is why I think Odd Muse is just truly the chef's kiss. There are no affiliate links for Odd Muse. There is no sponsorship going on here. I am a true paid customer. I purchased their original blazer and I loved it so much, and just have like loved their dresses time and time again. But I was just very much not in the season to purchase anything like that, being pregnant. And this was truly my comeback dress in that I purchased it a size up from what I normally would. It fits incredible. This is where I'm at, and I couldn't love this more. If you are a bride coming up this year, wearing this to your engagement dinner or something like that, oh my gosh, the night before, something, is so stunning. If you wore this on your bachelorette, because maybe that's your vibe, I'm obsessed. I have another one to show you, and now that I know that this size fits perfectly, I'm very excited to try on the next dress as well, as it is also in white. They have the option of this like lemon lime color in it, but I just knew, even though I loved that color, I just knew, nope, white for me is gonna be timeless, and there is truly nothing better than a white dress in the summer. Oh, you know what? One more thing I wanna say about this dress. It has the buttons all the way down the front, right? But it actually has a zipper in the back, which means that when you are doing your dress up, you don't have to do a million buttons up and down. You actually just zip in and out of it, which is a complete game changer. I truly thought I was gonna have to do 20 buttons, but that is not the case. However, they are functional buttons up until here, and then they're sewed closed, or sewn closed rather, so that you have a true freshly laying little seam there. And I'm just noticing that now. That is absolutely brilliant. It just makes it look like it is truly tailored to your body, because there is no lifting. Like if it was to really pucker or anything like that, you would never get that because it is all sewn shut. So brilliant. So this is the second dress, and it is very different. I've never ordered something that has like a structural element to it like this. So my hip is actually here, but it flares out to kind of really exaggerate this beautiful hourglass womanly figure. And then these oversized buttons covered as well with the collar. This is very structured. It also has shoulder pads, so it really gives like that exaggerated figure, but in its own right, it is also so gorgeous. I think the first one is my favorite. I have never felt more myself in a dress. I absolutely love it. And this one is also super gorgeous. I need to figure out kind of where I would wear this. It would have to be out somewhere, obviously, or on a holiday or something, or even a creator event. This would be great because I feel very covered up, which is my comfort zone. I love that kind of elegant look and more of a demure look. And then I love how long the shoulders come down too. I think I could have gotten away with getting my regular size in this one, but if I ever felt so inclined, there are so many darted pieces that I could have it taken in, but at the same time, why does it need to be tight? You know, like it can just fit. So this is the second dress new into my wardrobe. Very exciting, both white dresses, but I know what is me now, and I know these will be timeless and in my wardrobe forever. So I am going to, when I'm doing my wardrobe switchover and preparing all of my outfits for the summer season, I am going to steam and iron this, and I think it will just iron the dream because it really is that like thick, beautiful fabric. So I'll throw it back to myself, who's doing the organizing. so many jackets that are kind of like this from working with Gwelia, and I love them. They're really beautiful lady jackets, but I just don't think I need them all. So I am going to declutter a few and maybe see if my mom wants them. And also when I was working, I would get them like in a larger size, and I just think that this just doesn't look good. Like it's just too big of a size. But it's a really beautiful sweater. So I'm gonna see if she possibly wants them. And then if not, I might see if another friend is interested. And then if not, then I will pass them on to a different home. Like this is brand new. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But I would have needed to size down 2 sizes. I love the quality of their stuff, but alas, if it's not an enthusiastic yes, it is an enthusiastic no. I also would love your opinion. I have a couple of these in more of like a pure cream, but I just don't know if this camel is for me. I know it's kind of weird trying it on with this tight shirt underneath, but if you can imagine. Yeah, I just don't know if this color is for me, but then I feel like this is more fall anyways. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put it in my fall bucket and we can reconvene when the seasons change back.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden.
So one of the first tips when starting this process is definitely to start small. Now it looks like I've pulled out my entire wardrobe, but I haven't, and there is a method to the madness. I'm going section by section within the wardrobe and kind of clearing out space, clearing up the hangers, which allows me that I've dumped these buckets. Whatever gets approved by me to go back in will go back in, and then I will have the hanger and the space to put it back. So I really want to be able to see the entire space and really to be able to compare things next to each other, and that just requires taking out big chunks as I go, but not everything. Whereas in the past, I would have taken out absolutely everything. This is also going to be helpful because I just did a time check and I still have an hour and a half. So I do think that if we keep on this vibe of me just kind of going for it in the B-roll, it's going to give me the opportunity to truly, you know, get this switchover done, or at least almost done. And then if you go space by space, little by little, you can kind of see the progress happening. You can maybe move on to the next section more than you anticipated you would be. You'd be able to get more done than you anticipated. And then you also don't overwhelm yourself, because truth be told, this may take a couple days. If I was on my own and Scotty was working and I still needed to do this like I tried to do the other day, I definitely would have had to do this over a few days. So don't be intimidated. Don't intimidate yourself by overwhelming yourself totally. Instead, go chunk by chunk and see how far you can get. Also, one of the things I'm really trying to put in my mind as well is if I am not super excited to wear this item on the other side of pregnancy, it's gotta go. Because I want to feel so good about my clothes. I could literally wear this uniform of what I'm wearing today, make it linen pants next time. That's what I literally wore yesterday. Linen pants and a blue linen top, or these cream pants, white linen top. I could wear that every day this summer and be quite content. And I don't want to have anything in my wardrobe that's not truly me. So there could be things that are in amazing condition, would fit perfectly now, but simply don't fit my style. And those are going to be in the pile to the side. find it so interesting filming content that I'm used to filming, just now having this timeline. So this is one of my favorite cable knits from Colin Cooper. I will link it down below because honestly, it is so timeless. The cable knit is stunning. It's so warm and honestly just looks so gorgeous on. I have this now in chocolate brown as well because I ordered the original blue and then I loved it so much I ordered it again. But here needs some work, you know, that obviously needs some attention. However, I don't have the time to do it. So what I was thinking while I was unfolding and taking the hangers out of this is, you know, we do these wardrobe switchovers when it makes sense for the season to change. Like, I need my spring summer clothes because it is hot outside, so I need to do the wardrobe switchover. But what I'm thinking is I want to have a preparation for the next season day where I do have the opportunity, I have done the declutter, I know what I want to carry on to the next season, and I just have a care for my clothes day. So I know that I can't attend to this currently, and it does pain me just putting her in a bucket, not fully ready for the season ahead. But that's okay. Now in the back of my head, I'm thinking what actually may be super helpful is in the midst of a summer's day, a fall's day, winter's day, whatever. Winter might be the best because you're staying inside anyways. Summer might be tricky because you're going to want to be outside doing things. But in the midst of the season before, it might be nice to take some time before it's super crucial to make that switch over, to take down the clothes that you plan to bring into the next season and to then give yourself an opportunity to really think, do I want to care for this? Do I want to wear this in the next season? Or can I make some space? So what I'm going to plan is in the future, in the summer, maybe on a super hot day where it doesn't make sense for us to go outside, I am going to have a clothing care day as well as a declutter day. And then I have more space to think. And then when that season does come, it's super easy to do the switchover because you simply have less to work with and everything you're putting back is ready to go. So I was just thinking that, taking out that sweater, because I know it's an enthusiastic yes for the next season. I know I want to take care of it, but I can't do it right now. So I'm going to plan that for the future. And that's also on doing things in small bits. You may not be able to do every single thing, but you'll get to it. You just have to plan. One thing that's kind of interesting as well, something to consider the next time you do your switchover, is what life season are you currently in? Of course, you're going to be changing things over for the seasonality of outdoors, but I wish I had almost done this during pregnancy. I wish I had taken out everything that would absolutely not fit me, because then I would just have less to look at. And though some may look at it as less to choose from, it's not true. You're literally giving yourself the opportunity to see everything that actually works for you. So consider the life season that you're in and know, like, do I need clothing that I need to be able to breastfeed in? Or am I feeling more fit than I've ever felt? And these clothes make me feel my best, and I'm gonna tuck these other ones away for a different season of life. It's just things like that. Or the jeans that just don't fit and haven't fit for years. First of all, we gotta get rid of those jeans. But second of all, if you're super, super conscious of keeping them and you're like, no, I don't wanna get rid of them, I still wanna keep them, tuck them away. Don't have them in your sight line. Just have everything that fits you right now in your season of life in your wardrobe where you can pick from. And honestly, having less will, I almost guarantee, yield better outfits and more creativity. Because when you have too much in your wardrobe, I know for me, I bet for you guys too, I just end up wearing the same thing over and over and over. Even though I have all of this to choose from, I just can't see it. I can't imagine myself in it. So less is more. And that is that tip where it's like, what life season am I in? And does this align with that? Pieces. I tried this dress on at Aritzia and I absolutely loved it, to the point where I literally messaged my sister-in-law and I was like, I think I found the new favorite dress. And I just have never worn it. I think I've worn it like once or twice. It is this gorgeous sheeny material. It's a shirt dress and it's very like kind of weighty slinky, but this is not me. And this is just not me. I can't even picture myself wearing this unless I was going to a funeral. So I have to get rid of it. But I think what I will try to do is I'll try to sell this one because it's in literally perfect condition. It is steamed, it is ready to go, it has a beautiful sash with it, and these are the type of things that I need to give up. We're doing it. Just making all the space for all the things to come, and sometimes things get stuck on this little chest of drawers here underneath all the clothes, but one thing's for sure, these guys these guys can be packed away for another time, or even passed on to a mama-to-be who is interested in wearing denim during their pregnancy journey, because it's gonna be a while since this girl is gonna be searching for this era again. As I'm in here, I'm realizing I honestly need a little bit more bucket storage, and that is because the fall winter stuff is so chunky when it comes to chunky knits and sweater dresses and things. But as I'm pulling things out, what I'm noting is I've really created those three categories: the yes, that enthusiastic yes, the maybe pile, and the no thank you, I'm ready to move on. However, a thing that's changed in my maybes is I actually set aside my maybes and don't decide that day. Because we're making so many decisions on where things go and how to organize, you're gonna be so decision fatigued when doing your wardrobe switchover. I can't even get my words out properly. You are going to be so decision fatigued while doing your wardrobe switchover, so save those maybes for later. I'm really happy with how this side is going. Obviously behind me I still have a bunch of sweaters because I need some more bucket storage. I might just kind of pile it on top of there, and I have a lot of Lululemon here, which is great, but at the same time I really want like day-to-day clothes. So in the future I'm really excited to get an IKEA PAX wardrobe system going so I can really find more storage and to really kind of put things together. But I'm going to condense this down as much as I can, and then I need to start piling some of that stuff in there because I only have about 35 minutes left, and I already know I'm not going to be able to get all of this stuff done when my shift with Augie comes back up. Okay, officially, I still feel like I am drowning. I have way too many things and I can't wait to get rid of a bunch more stuff. I look at some of the things, the reason why I feel this way is because I look at so many of the pieces and I think, oh, I really like this, and I've carried this year after year and I still haven't worn it. It hasn't been an enthusiastic yes, and it's hard sometimes to part from those things. But last fall, if you guys have been with me that long, I did one of the biggest declutters I've ever done. And I feel amazing, and not at any point during this whole fall winter, during the spring summer, have I thought, oh, I wish I hadn't got rid of that. I want my wardrobe to feel like a boutique, and I don't want it to feel like a Winners. Like, I don't want it to feel like I'm just kind of trying to get between every single hanger to see what I have. So that is the mindset that I currently have for this. I have less than 10 minutes left before we switch, and out of respect, I never want to, you know, go above and beyond that, because Scotty and I are a team and we work together, and as much as I have things that I want to do, he has things that he wants to do. And also, after I don't spend a few hours with him because I'm doing work or something, I miss August so much. So I am going to manage this pile. I'll have to put it somewhere and then pick this back up another day. I have so many more tips, so I will see you in a moment. Hello, hello. Only a second for you, but a full night's sleep for me. Take a little sip of my tea, because rarely in new mom life, or mom life, I guess, do you have a brand new tea, steeping hot, and you're able to take that first delectable sip. Hello guys, day 2. We are gonna start tackling some of this stuff. Now, yesterday I was feeling really overwhelmed, and I think I get that way because when I'm on a time crunch and I have a task to do and I can't finish that task, that just messes with my brain. But I'm actually so proud of everything that I was able to accomplish yesterday. So it's now simply the next day. I have about an hour and 20 minutes because I spent half an hour of my 2-hour shift to do focus work, working on our dehumidifier downstairs. Truly riveting stuff. Beside me here is the pile of clothes that I had on the bed. And when I look in the closet now, I actually can see, okay, wait, no, this isn't super ridiculous. Of course, it's a ton of clothes just because of the nature of my job. But I really think we are gonna tackle this nicely. Now, what I wish I did have was another bucket for winter clothes. I know I mentioned this yesterday that it can be tricky to stack away winter clothes, and what I think I want to get is those vacuum pack bags that can really squish things together, and then maybe I'll find a space down in the basement for that stuff. But please do let me know, do you have those? Are they helpful? Did you get them and they didn't do exactly what you wanted them to do? Tell me the whole story. Give me the Coles notes. So what I'm gonna do now is continue to get some of the winter stuff out of my wardrobe. I am really well on my way here. I'd love to do the drawers as well, but I do think that will be another day. That is the best when you get the drawers all sorted as well. And I wanna do a major declutter of like underwear, socks, and pajamas. I just feel like you reach that point in adulthood where you think, why am I wearing socks with holes in it anymore? Why do I still have that pair of underwear? Those are way too old and TMI. And even pajamas. I love romanticizing life even when I'm going to bed. And I love a matching set of pajamas. Sometimes you want that old t-shirt that just makes you feel comfy cozy. And sometimes you want a really nice matching set of pajamas. And as well, a pair that doesn't make you hot and sweaty at night, which means made out of natural materials. But that is gonna be a totally different search and video. So let's start to go through some of this stuff, bring it back on the bed, get through it while we still have some time. I'm gonna throw on a YouTube video and just kind of enjoy my Sunday. I'm doing this on a Sunday, which feels very, right. It just feels right. Let me know what day of the week you are watching this. I will likely post this on a Sunday, so hopefully I can help you or keep you company while you're doing chores too. But you only have so much time, Amanda. Let's get to it. I just removed all of the leftover knits that I wasn't able to get to yesterday. But one thing I want to note is there are summer knits and winter knits. So whenever you're doing your declutter, it's okay if there are pieces obviously that carry you through the entire year. I think a crew neck knit is the perfect summer knit because you can easily throw it over your shoulders. You can wear it with maybe a pair of shorts, do a little coastal grandmother feel. Depends on the color too. Black is very timeless. I would love to get maybe like a blue one as well, but a turtleneck knit, I really like to reserve those for the fall winter because it's something that I look forward to when it officially gets cozy season, and I don't want my instinct of wanting to wear these to be living in the spring summer. So we will reserve these for the fall winter to look forward to them, and no more turtlenecks, Amanda, in the spring summer unless it is a sleeveless one, which I do have 2 of those and they are still very cute. I feel like when you come to a crossroads with things, and sometimes your mindset is, okay, I'm ready to get rid of things, you're kind of get rid of things happy. You kind of just got to try them on when you're just not sure. So this is just a pair of the Sloan long shorts from Abercrombie. And I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just not like that much of a shorts girly. Let me know what you guys think. So this styled up with a really beautiful top, a beautiful blouse, and maybe some heels as well, just to kind of like elongate the legs. They're in a navy as well, which is very classic. So you could also do like a monochromatic look. Let me know what you think of these. These legs have not seen the sun in absolute ages, so please don't judge based on that. My next tip is to curate your color palette. Now in the summer, you're gonna see more colors like this beautiful pink color, and that's always so nice to have in your wardrobe and kind of taking pride of place, because likelihood those colors are going to give you inspiration, as do those burnt oranges and beautiful hues of brown and things like that give you the inspiration for coziness in the fall. But one thing that I love to do specifically when organizing my wardrobe, because it just makes me feel like, again, what we were talking about, shopping the boutique versus shopping the Winners. No offense to Winners, because I do love those shops like Marshalls and things like that, because you never know what you're gonna find. But I wanna know what I'm gonna find in my wardrobe every day. So I actually put my things in color palettes. So basically it's like green here, pink, and then white, and then blue, and then actually, yep, we've got a green here, so I'm gonna pull that and then put that here, just because we shifted kind of where that color was. And you will notice that not only do I do that here on my dresses, but I shall show you how effective this is, where you can see it here. Now it's only on the back wall where I have the blues, pinks, and then all my neutrals are gonna go there once I hang them. The one place I didn't do that was here, because I'm actually changing this around. So instead of doing colors, I'm doing types. So these are like scubas, these are the oversized defined jacket, these are the defined jacket, and again, this is like such a privileged place to be because I work with Lululemon, so that's why I have so much of it. But I have put it in color palette before when it was that kind of activewear, and I found that it actually made it a bit tricky to find what I needed because I forgot what I owned in what color. So now by section makes more sense there. So curate by color palette where it makes sense. Give the pops of color that really give you inspiration during the season pride of place, and then where it doesn't make sense, then try to categorize. Now that one's a little bit more of an asterisk because it's a bit more of a specialty thing, but also categorizing by trousers into your favorite jeans and things like that. I like to mix things up season to season to see, will this help me style myself on a daily basis more? So some of my trousers, actually I'll take you off right now because this is an impromptu tip. So some of my trousers, or even my shorts and things like that, I've decided to hang those this season versus folding them and putting them in a drawer, because I do find it easier just to be like, okay, I have this, and then hang it up, hold it, and then see what do I have that goes with it. So create your own boutique curation. Maybe that's actually the umbrella tip, is to create your own boutique within whatever wardrobe you have, whether that just be one chest of drawers, a smaller closet wardrobe, or a huge walk-in room wardrobe. You can truly apply that tip. I think the one that's been the trickiest for me is to identify my style now. So this top, so cute. I actually love it. I don't think I'm going to part with it, even though I know that I'm likely not gonna wear it. I just love it so, so much. And I bought it in Australia and it means a lot to me, so that's a tricky one to use as an example. But there are things here in my wardrobe that I've already put in the bag to go through later that I know aren't specifically a part of my style now. We were talking a lot about that yesterday. There are some pieces that, you know, maybe might see the light of day once this coming season and you still want to hold on to it, that's okay. But what I recommend is taking all of those and putting them together in the wardrobe and then deciding on the declutter after. The declutter doesn't have to just happen right here, right now, and deciding, okay, is this gonna go back in or is it out? And that's the only time that it happens. Sometimes I find that when I hold up a piece like this, I can objectively look at it and say, of course, I love that. Yes, I want to keep it. But then when it's next to a bunch of other things that I actually wear, it's easier for me to rationalize in my brain, oh wait, I actually don't need to keep that because I have so many other things that I would grab for before this thing. And that is so much easier to identify when it is physically beside those other things. So I'm gonna put this back in my wardrobe. I usually actually tuck it in my dress side, which makes no sense. So I'm actually gonna put it right in the middle and see if I can style this and see if it even fits anymore. But that will be another day. my shift change is in 3 minutes, and we officially did the full wardrobe switchover. This is what we have got here. So this is like very manageable, very, very nice. I am praying for the structural integrity of this bar. If I do not wear a dress every single day of this summer, I don't know what I'm doing, because there are way too many in here. I think in a future video, I need to do a full dress cull. Let me know if you'd want to see that, where we decide what will stay and what will go. And then winter coats still over there, winter stuff packed up there. So we are in good sorts. Now that everything is kind of in situ, it's going to be so much easier to see what I still need to get rid of, what's not speaking to me anymore, and if there's just like too much that I can't see. So that is something. And the last couple things is to give yourself grace. You may not be able to accomplish this all in one go. Shop your own wardrobe first and do the rotation. I'm actually going to pick this vlog up in the future when I have things a little bit more sorted and I can show you the inspo vibe of how it all came together. Hello you guys, you've officially made it to the end of the video. I don't know why I like threw to myself for another day, but it has literally stalled me putting out this video for a week. Amanda, what were you doing? I am actually thinking, instead of kind of going through everything, because I've shown you it all throughout this entire video, I'm gonna do a part 2, and that is gonna be the huge declutter. Now that things have been switched over, I can see as well. I also wanna do a video about identifying kind of where you have gaps in your wardrobe and then sharing the ones that I have. I do not have enough summer tops. It sounds ridiculous, but I have so many long sleeves, so many sweaters, little cardigans, so many dresses. But when it comes to actual nice summer tops, like, you know, when you want to wear like a pair of jeans or a pair of pants and a nice top, that is something that I am currently, I feel like, at a gap for in my wardrobe. So next is going to be the declutter, and then we will start to fill in the little gaps. But I might even wait for next summer, because you know what? We are already going to be starting to talk fall fashion. I know, so crazy. We are only in July, but here on the channel, and I think the declutter it's just gonna feel so good. And then when a new season comes up, then it will be exciting again. But if you made it to the end of this video, put the word switchover in your comment, and I'm so grateful to have you here. And thanks for sticking it out here on the channel, as videos are a little bit more sporadic in this little season of life. But I am so excited. So much is happening at the house, aka the kitchen is coming along, and I just feel like once that's in situ, I'm just gonna be cooking up a storm and sharing all of the little wholesome bits down there. So I so appreciate you guys coming around for the journey. And of course, tons of fall content. We're talking trends coming up very soon, and you guys know how much I love to make those videos, but your girl needs some time. So I will love you, and I'll leave you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.